I was nervous about riding the tail of the dragon. Like, really nervous. Before we get into it, this is a 360 video. You can drag the screen with your finger or mouse and look anywhere you want, as though you were floating in front of me. And on your phone, you can physically move the phone around to change the view. It's really cool. When I started my trip down the Blue Ridge Parkway, this was the end game. The big moment. The tail of the dragon. But I think what happened a few days earlier made me even more nervous. While staying in Little Switzerland, North Carolina, I met a couple in the morning I was leaving the inn who adamantly explained, "You have to ride the Diamondback." So, I did. I mean, it basically starts right at the Little Switzerland Inn, and after the loop you end up back on the parkway without missing a mile. What I didn't realize was that the Diamondback NC226A has more than 190 curves, tight hairpins, and nearly a 2,000-foot elevation change over a 12-mile stretch. And what AI can't explain is why there were random piles of loose gravel scattered across the road, like somebody had shoveled it off the back of a pickup truck. I slipped twice on that ride. You can watch that video using the link in the description. Now I had a new challenge ahead of me. The damn dragon. I had watched countless videos, and I knew the rules. Stay in your lane, never cross the double yellow, and use the pull-offs when somebody comes up behind you. Remember, this was my very first run on the tail of the dragon. I was more confident on the return trip, and I'll link that ride in the description too. When you're finished, leave a comment and tell me about your experience on the dragon, what you thought of Deal's Gap, or where you think I could have ridden better. I'll admit, this wasn't exactly my smoothest or most confident ride, but this is what the tail of the dragon looked like from my perspective. All 318 curves packed into 11 miles. Since this is a 360 video, look around while we ride. Check out the scenery, watch the oncoming traffic, and keep an eye on the double yellow. A few people crossed over a little. Not bad, but you'll see. There are a lot of pros on the dragon. I also wasn't prepared to see 129 photos and Killboy set up along the curves taking pictures of everyone riding through. That was seriously cool. I ended up finding some great shots from both of them afterward. The trick is to check the time when you pass each photographer. Then use that time to help find yourself on their website. So, enough bullshit from me. All right, let's do this.